Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have an interesting topic for today's show, in which actually two interesting topics for today's show, in which the first one is why some major companies just laid off tons of people. And the second topic of today's show is why some New York City agencies still have vacant positions. So let's get right into the first one. I'm sure at least some of you out there have heard that uh, some major companies, especially some major tech companies, just laid off a ton of people. And um, the reason why that this happened was because during the pandemic, right? A lot of companies, especially a lot of these tech companies, got those PPP loans, right? So they had some extra money. So they hired some extra people, right? But now that extra money ran out. And now these companies, especially some of these big tech companies who made gazillion amount of dollars, said, you know what? Now we're going to go back to pre-pandemic levels, right? And we're going to cut the fat and we're going to lay off a ton of people. But meanwhile, these companies can't say we don't have the money to keep these extra people. Baloney. You have the extra money. You made your gazillion dollars. Okay. So you can't use you don't have the excuse of you don't have the money. All right. Now, these companies want to save money, right? Even though they made their tons of extra money, now they want to save money by letting these extra people go, meaning cutting the fat, and then um, going back to pre-pandemic levels. And now these companies who made their gazillion dollars, now they're saving a ton of money as well now and just going back to pre-pandemic levels of the amount of people that they have um, working for the company. So that's the reason why that really happened. Okay. And I hope that those people who got laid off, I hope that they find work in other tech companies, especially, since we have a lot of companies that are creating the chips, for like automobiles and appliances and stuff like that. So I still hope that these people find employment in other companies, you know, as well. So, um, and still remain within working in technology. So now let's get into the second topic of today's show, why some New York City agencies still have vacant positions. I'll give you an example. New York City HRA, meaning New York City Human Resources Administration. Um, One of the reasons why they still have a lot of vacant positions is because during the pandemic, a lot of people were working from home, which in some ways it's a good thing because there's a lot of workers who have to take care of loved ones and they can't afford to put their loved ones in like nursing homes and stuff like that they can't you know hire people to take care of their loved ones, so they want to work and be able to take care of their loved ones, so they figure work from home and they'll still be able to take care of their loved ones. Fine, I understand that part. Now we got to look at a couple of other things. On one side of the coin, um, for many years you had workers being tremendously overwhelmed and being forced to take on too many clients, and being overloaded with paperwork and so on and so forth. And it was like 100 clients to one caseworker. You know, that's a lot of stress. It's a lot of hard work. Became overwhelming, you know, And you also had a lot of people that said, you know what, this chaos is too much for me. I'm going to retire and stuff like that. Um, a lot of these agencies were not run correctly, and workers got overwhelmed and stuff like that, and just they were really giving up. And then on the other side, the other part of that, the other side of the coin is that I'm trying to figure out the words how to say this. The left hand and the right hand didn't know what the hell each other were doing. You had these New York City agencies, right? Again, like HRA. One part of the system, the left side here, was not communicating properly with the other side. And that became a big problem. The left hand and the right hand did not know what the hell each other were doing. That's the other part of the problem. Okay. And you have a broken system. You have a broken system that needs to be fixed properly. A lot of the workers did not communicate with one another. There was little to no proper communication amongst the workers. That's another part of the problem. And then you had a lot of the workers stealing money from the consumers. Like for each consumer that was approved for benefits, a lot of the workers were stealing the money from them. That's another part of the problem. It's just there's a lot of parts to this situation, and basically it all boils down to the same thing. You have a broken system. You had a lot of workers, a lot of HRA caseworkers who were wrongfully denying people their rightful benefits. And then again, on the other side of the coin, you had a lot of these HRA caseworkers that were wrongfully and illegally approving people that should not have been approved. So you have a broken system and it needs to be fixed. So basically it's the combination of everything that I just said of why you have a lot of vacant positions in some of these city agencies like HRA, So it's got to be properly fixed. You just got to face all these situations, and you can't turn the other cheek to them. You can't turn a blind eye to them anymore. You got to face all these situations head on now. And in order to properly fix any situation, okay, I don't care what the situation is, to fix any situation, all the cards have to be placed out on the table. All of them, even the ones that people don't want to face. You can't go anyone say, I don't want to look at, I don't want to deal with that. No more. Everything has to be faced head on now. Everything. And that's the thing. Honestly. So now there's no other choice. And that's why you have the New York City mayor now going back to the drawing board and reevaluating things, and and probably stepping back from the mandated 5-day work week. But before the mayor should do that, he's got to take all this information in now and talk to his staff and other workers and whatever, and reevaluate things and look at everything now. Look at everything and work something out. That's what you got to do. You have no choice. So can this be worked out? Absolutely. How long will it take to fix? That's unknown. That is unknown. Um, but again, even not every worker can work from home. Uh, so a lot of things just have to be faced head on now. A lot of things, and then they will be. There's just no other choice now. So, but anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And as I said in previous episodes, I've been doing a lot of work on the website. I've added some more pages. I changed a lot of things around so you guys could check all that stuff out. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.